So in the last lecture, we have determined the Schwarzschild interior solution, and the Schwarzschild interior solution contains the constants C and D. Now in this video, we find the values that is constant C and D, and this can be done by solving the equation for the values of pressure and density. That is, as we have know the values of e to the power minus a and e to the power b, we find the relation between C and D from the equation that is G11, which is a field equation for the in which we have the value of pressure. Okay, so let's see. Having known values of A and B, the pressure P and density rho of the fluid are given by equation 4 and 7 respectively. So what this equation 4 represent? Equation 4 is nothing but that is this equation e to the power minus a b dash upon r plus 1 upon r square minus 1 upon r square 8 pi p. Also the value of b dash is we have determined this value of b dash, that is we substitute e to the power b upon 2 as u. Therefore b dash takes the value twice u dash upon u. Okay, so we substitute the value of b dash, b dash as twice u dash upon u, and equation 7, that is nothing but where we have given the value e to the power minus a as 1 minus r square upon capital R square, and this capital R square has the value 3 upon 8 pi rho. Okay, this is our equation 7. Now from this equation 7, we can find the value of rho from this, that is rho is equals to r square into 8 pi, or we can say that rho is equals to 3 upon 8 pi into r square. Okay, we can take rho to this side and r square in the denominator. So from this equation 7, this is our equation 7, and from this equation we get the value of rho, and from this equation 4 we get the value of p. Okay, so we solve this equation to get here the relation between constant C and D. Okay, so let's put the value of e to the power minus, also e to the power minus a is given by 1 minus r square upon capital R square, b dash is twice u dash upon u. Okay, so substitute these values here. We have e to the power minus a as 1 minus r square upon capital R square, b dash is nothing but twice u dash upon u, r is here, so 2 upon r u dash upon u plus 1 upon r square minus 1 upon r square equals to 8 pi into p. Okay, so we write therefore 8 pi into p is equals to, we take this into left side, this as a right side, so it is 1 minus r square upon capital R square 2 upon r. Now the value of u is we have solved this value in the last lecture, that is u can be written as e to the power b upon 2 equals to c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. Okay, so I have written here. Now from this u dash is equals to, what is u dash? Differentiating this we get c is constant, therefore 0 minus d into the differentiation of this bracket, so it is 1 upon 2, 1 minus r square upon capital R square, 1 upon 2 minus 1, because we take the power here as we have differentiated d by dx of x to the power n as n x to the power n minus 1. Okay, so power is here and power minus 1, and again inside the bracket we have to differentiate, so differentiation of this with respect to r is minus twice r upon r square. Okay, and 1 upon 2 minus 1, half minus 1 is going to be, that is equals to minus half. Okay, so we write u dash as this term, that is equals to minus d upon 2, that is this 2 get cancelled with this 2, we can also simplify here, 2 get cancelled with this 2, Therefore, we have this is equals to minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square whole to the power 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus half r upon capital R square. Okay, so we write this here, and therefore we substitute the value of here, that is minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square, and this minus minus going to be plus, so we have here plus to the power minus half r upon r square. Okay, this is the value of u dash divided by the value of u is this term. Okay, so c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half plus we have 1 upon r square bracket closed minus 1 upon r square. Okay, now this is equals to what? Now we can take 1 minus r square upon capital R square inside the bracket term. Okay, this is here plus sign. So if we multiply this to this term, and also this is in the denominator, so we multiply this to we take the cross multiplication also here. Okay, so simultaneously we are taking the cross multiplication and multiplying this term that is inside the bracket. We take this inside the bracket. Okay, so this come to be, this r get cancelled with this r, right? So we have 2 upon r square into d. Now 1 minus r square into this bracket, as the power is 1 and here it is minus half. So 1 minus half. What will be it is equals to? It is equals to 1 minus half is half. So we have 2 upon r square, 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. Okay, plus now we multiply c minus d to this 1 upon r square, and also we take this multiplication inside the bracket. So c into 1 upon r square is 1 upon r square into c, and taking this bracket inside the term, so we have 1 minus r square upon capital R square minus now d into 1 upon r square, that is d into 1 upon r square. Inside the bracket we have here it is power 1, and when we cross multiply we have in the numerator 1 upon 2. So 1 plus half is 3 upon 2. Okay, so 1 minus r square upon capital R square whole to the power 3 upon 2. Okay, so this is 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power 3 upon 2, and whole term divided by, now this all the term is divided by c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square whole to the power 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon r square. This is a bracket term, this term is bracket term, minus this term remaining is 1 upon r square. Now this is equals to, now we can take the cross multiplication with this term. Okay, so we have to multiply this by r square to this term into this, sorry, we only multiply this term to this 1 upon r square. Okay, so we take this in the whole term in the numerator and denominator as 1. So this is written as 2 upon r square. Okay, 2 upon r square d into 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half plus 1 upon r square 1 minus r square upon capital R square into, we are taking c as here, minus 1 upon r square 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power 3 upon 2 into d minus 1 upon r square, this minus 1 upon r square we multiply this to c, minus d, that is d into 1 upon r square, this minus minus get to be plus d 1 upon r square. Inside the bracket we have 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half, and the whole term is divided by c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. Or we can say that, okay, in short we can say that we can take the common c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. We can take this as a common from this two term. Okay, if we take the common, then this is going to be 1 upon c minus d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. And therefore we can multiply minus 1 upon r square by this term. Okay, so here now we can take the common terms of d, that is we take the bracket terms containing d. So this is d is here, d is here and d is here. Okay, so here it is also common that 1 upon 2 is present here, 1 upon 2 is also present here. So we can take the common d into 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half as a common from these three terms. Okay, similarly from the terms containing c, we can take here the common 1 upon r square into c, 1 upon r square into c. Okay, so we write this as, so this is equals to d 1 minus r square upon capital R square. We take this term as a common, and inside the bracket we have here only present, we have to take to the power half also. So inside the bracket we have 2 upon r square, then here we have minus 1 upon r square, and here half is taken common. So in bracket we remain with, this is 1 plus half. Okay, half is taken, so 1 is remaining. Okay, so one term is remaining, 1 minus r square upon capital R square, this is remaining. Okay, then from here we have taken 1 minus r square to the power half as a common, so it remain with plus 1 upon r square. Plus, now we take the 1 minus r square upon capital R square into c, this term as a common, so we remain with inside the bracket 1 upon r square minus here, this is term containing c, so it is minus 1 upon r square. Sorry, here we have to take the common 1 upon r square from this term containing c. Okay, so we have to write here as 1 upon r square into c, and inside the bracket we have 1 upon r square, c taking common, so we remain with this term, so 1 minus r square upon capital R square, and here it remain with minus 1 upon r square. Since minus 1 upon r square, 1 upon r square is taking common, so it is remain with minus 1, bracket closed. Okay, divided by, this whole term is divided by 1 upon c minus d under root of, that is to the power half means under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square. Okay, so we are writing 1 upon this term, that is equals to, now this minus 1 upon r square get multiplied to 1, then this minus 1 upon r square get cancelled with 1 upon r square, and this r square when multiplied to inside the bracket, this r square get cancelled with this. Okay, so we have here d into 1 minus r square upon capital R square whole to the power half. In a bracket we have 2 upon r square minus minus plus, this r square get cancelled with this r square, so we have plus 1 upon r square plus here 1 upon r square into c, this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, we have minus r square upon capital R square, bracket closed, into 1 upon c minus d under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square, that is this is in the denominator of this, that is equals to, now this can be written as 2 plus 1 is 3 upon r square, so 3 upon r square into d 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half, plus this r square get cancelled with this r square, so minus c upon r square, in a denominator we have c minus d under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square. Okay, this is 8 pi p is equals to, so therefore this is equals to, now we can take the common 1 upon r square common from these two terms, therefore we have 1 upon r square in bracket we have 3d, and we write this as under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square. 1 minus r square upon capital R square minus c is here, divided by c minus d under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square. This is 8 pi p is equals to, we give this as a equation number A, and also as we have written here, rho is equals to 3 upon 8 pi r square from equation 7. Since from equation 7 we give this as a equation number B. Okay, so rho has the value 3 upon 8 pi r square, or 8 pi rho is equals to 3 upon r square. We now determine the value of the constant c and d. So to determine the value of the constant c and d, we take the boundary condition, that is at the boundary of the ball, that is a spherical ball, or boundary of the sphere, that is at r equals to r0. r0 is the radius we have taken, that is we are finding the Schwarzschild interior solution inside the radius, which is r equals to r0. Okay, so at the boundary of the radius, or at the boundary of the spherical ball, we have the gravitational field equation by the Schwarzschild exterior solution. Okay, so for this we have to take r equals to r0, and at the boundary the pressure P is equals to 0. At the boundary at r equals to r0, pressure P equals to 0. Okay, so pressure is equals to 0, then equation A implies, this is equals to 0 means this term is equals to 0. But since denominator we want, this is not equals to 0. Okay, and 1 upon r square is also not equals to 0. So this bracket term is equals to, this is only equals to 0. Okay, so we have this term is equals to 0. Therefore equation A implies 3d into 1 minus r square upon capital R square minus c is equals to 0. Or we can write this, c is equals to 3 into d under root of 1 minus r square upon capital R square. Okay, and we give this as a equation number 10. Now also at the boundary, that is at, moreover we can write, moreover at r equals to r0, the equation 9, that is a Schwarzschild interior solution, matches with Schwarzschild exterior solution, and the Schwarzschild exterior solution is given by the line element ds square equals to minus 1 minus twice m upon r, its inverse dr square minus r square d theta square plus sine square theta d phi square plus 1 minus twice m upon r dt square. This is our Schwarzschild exterior solution. Now our equation 9, that is a Schwarzschild interior solution, which is given by this equation 9. This equation match with this equation 10. Okay, now by comparing this equation, that is if we compare this equation, then from this equation what we have get, this 1 minus, that is this is at the boundary condition r equals to r0. Okay, so at the boundary condition these two equations are equal, so we can compare this. So comparing the coefficient of dr square here, we get 1 minus r0 square upon r square, that is we write here 1 minus r0 square upon r square is equals to this, that is 1 minus twice m upon r0, because this is also in the reciprocal. Okay, so comparing this we get this are equal, and also this term, that is the coefficient of dt square is this. Okay, here the coefficient of dt square is 1 minus twice m upon r, and here this is bracket square, So this also equal at the boundary. So we substitute r equals to r0 here, and also in equation 9. So we get c minus d under root of 1 minus r0 square upon r square whole bracket square is equals to dt square, coefficient of dt square. This is 1 minus twice m upon r0. Okay, so this two, because of the boundary condition, we have these two are equal. Okay, and therefore we can substitute the value. That is, we can solve this equation. This is our equation 10. Then we have this is as equation number 11 and this one as equation number 12. So solving this equation 10, 11 and 12 for the values of C and D. So we solve this equation here. Solving equation 10 to 12 for C and D. We obtain, now as here from this equation C is equals to 3D minus under root of 1 minus r0 square upon r square. So we substitute the value of C, that is we substitute the value of equation 10 in equation 12. So substituting value of C from equation 10 in equation 12. Okay, we substitute this value in equation 12. Therefore, we get the value of C is 3D under root of 1 minus r0 square upon r square minus D under root of 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square whole bracket square equals to, now from this equation 12 it is equals to 1 minus twice m upon r0. Okay, so 1 minus twice m upon r0. But by equation 11, this 1 minus twice m upon r0 is equals to 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square. So we write this as 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square, since from equation 11. Okay. Therefore, solving this equation we get 3D minus D is equals to twice D under root of 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square whole bracket square equals to 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square. Now we can take the square. So it is 4D square equals 4D square into the square root, and the square get cancelled. So it is 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square equals to 1 minus r0 square upon capital R square. Now this term get cancelled. Okay, 4D square. Therefore we get 4D square equals to 1. This implies the whole bracket is cancelled. Okay, so 4D square equals to 1 implies D square equals to 1 upon 4. This implies D equals to, taking square root, we get D is equals to half. Now we substitute the value of D equals to 1 upon 2 in equation 10. Okay, that is here. So we get the value of C here. So therefore equation 10 implies C is equals to 3D into under root of 1 minus R square upon capital R square. So C is equals to 3 upon 2 under root of 1 minus R square upon capital R square. Okay, so this is the value of C we get. Now we substituting values of C and D in equation 9, that is in the Schwarzschild interior solution. Then the Schwarzschild interior solution is given by, that is dA square equals to dr square upon 1 minus r square upon capital R square. Here it is minus sign, minus r square d theta square plus sine square theta d phi square, plus here we have the term which contains C and D, that is that is here we have C minus D under root of 1 minus R square upon capital R square whole square dt square. So the value of C is 3 upon 2 1 minus R square upon capital R square, that is in the under root of that. Also note that here that in equation 10 we are taking at R equals to R0. So we have here R0 square. Okay. So here we get the value of C is also in the form of R0 1 minus R0 square upon R square. Okay. So the value of C we write here 1 minus R0 square upon capital R square minus the value of D is 1 upon 2. Value of D we get here 1 upon 2 under root of 1 minus R square upon capital R square whole bracket square dt square. That we can take the common 3 up, that is we can take the common 1 upon 2 from this term. So we get that ds square equal to, we write ds square equals to minus dr square upon 1 minus R square upon capital R square minus R square d theta square plus sin square theta d phi square plus, if we take the 1 upon 2 common, so 1 upon 2 and whole bracket square. So it is 1 upon 2 square is 1 upon 4. In a bracket we have 3 under root of 1 minus R0 square upon capital R square minus under root of 1 minus R square upon capital R square whole bracket square dt square. Okay. So this is our required Schwarzschild interior solution that we have find. That is, we find the values of C and D here, and therefore we get these values as the Schwarzschild interior solution. Okay. And hence here our topic, that is the Schwarzschild interior solution, is getting completed. Okay. So thank you everyone, and remember that we use the boundary condition. To find the values of C and D, that is at R equals to R0. We substitute these values where P is equals to 0 to get the boundary condition, and for that we also compare the Schwarzschild exterior solution which matches with the interior solution at the boundary of the condition, that is at R equals to R0. And by comparing those equations we get this two equation 11 and equation 12, that we were used to find the values of C and D by substituting this value of C in this equation. Okay. So thank you everyone.